What's special about a cardboard box, a milk carton and an old-fashioned phone booth? The answer, they are all rectangular prisms. Hi everyone, I'm Ruth. In this presentation we will explore what a rectangular prism is and how to figure out its volume or capacity. Let's get into it. Here's one of the most basic shapes of them all, the humble square. A square is a two-dimensional shape. That means it has a certain length and a certain width, and you can measure these with a ruler. However, the square has no depth, which means it's completely flat. But what if you could take a square, do a bit of magic, and suddenly give it depth? Well, then it would become three-dimensional. The three dimensions of space are length, width, and depth. Suppose you gave this shape a depth equal to its length and its width. A square, by definition, already has equal length and width. That means this new 3D solid has the same value for its length, its width, and its depth. We give this solid a special name. It's a cube. The cube has 6 sides, and each one of these sides is a square. Now suppose the length, width, and depth are not equal. Each side is no longer a square, but a rectangle. This 3D shape is called a rectangular prism. You may already know that a square is a special type of rectangle in which all of the side lengths are equal. The equivalent is true in 3 dimensions. From now on, try to think of a cube as a special type of rectangular prism. Like all 3D solids, a rectangular prism has volume. This means it takes up space, just like a box. There are only so many boxes you can pile into your bedroom before it fills up and there is no space left for you to sleep in. Another way to think about volume is to imagine a space being filled up by a liquid, like milk. A milk carton starts out as an empty box, but a machine fills it up with delicious milk before it sends it to the supermarket. The amount of milk that could fit inside the carton is its volume. Each milk carton has a label that tells you what volume of milk is inside. The question is, how do we calculate that volume? How do we know for sure how much milk can fit in there? Well, it depends on the 3 dimensions, length, width, and depth. To find the volume of any rectangular prism, you just need to take these 3 values and multiply them all together. As a formula, we can write V equals L times W times D. V stands for volume, L stands for length, W is width, and D is depth. For example, let's try to calculate the volume of this English phone box. It's 2 meters tall, half a meter wide, and half a meter deep. Remember, the volume of a rectangular prism is given by its length, its width, and its depth all multiplied together. So in this case, the volume is 2 times a half times another half. That gives us half a unit of volume. What are the units we're meant to write down? The measurements we used were in meters. An area, such as the area of a square, is usually given in meters squared. When you're working out the volume of a 3D shape, such as a cube, the standard units of measurement are meters cubed. Therefore, we can comfortably say that the volume of this phone box is half a meter cubed or 0.5 meters cubed. Brilliant! Now take a moment to think about all the rectangular prisms in your life. How many boxes, booths, or cartons do you see every day? How many cubes do you interact with? You'll be surprised, they are absolutely everywhere. Thank you for watching.